Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for tuning into another edition of Insightful Principles. Thank you all for listening on the podcast, and also if you're watching on the YouTube, thank you for taking your time. If you can please like, subscribe, and share this video, and also hit the notification bell so you can be notified every week when I drop a new video. Now, within this video, I want to discuss DeFi. DeFi stands for Decentralized Finance, and what DeFi is it allows users to be able to utilize financial services without the need of using a bank or institution when it comes to your money. Now, this has been an emerging financial technology, and it has constantly been growing over the last few years. And when it comes to DeFi, it's removing the control from banks and institutions when it comes to money and financial products. Now, also when it comes to DeFi, it eliminates having to go through a bank and having to deal with fees when it comes to the services that they offer, whether it's overdraft fees or even if you're sending money over different parts of the country. A lot of times there are fees assessed when it comes to that. And it also gives you the ability for users to use a digital wallet instead of keeping funds in a bank. So that's another interest of why people have been utilizing DeFi. And the different components when it comes to DeFi is you have stablecoins and software that enables the enhancement of applications. Now, stablecoins are essentially cryptocurrencies that are pegged by the value of either fiat currency, such as the US dollar, another cryptocurrency, or a commodity, such as real estate or even precious metals. Now, the benefit when it comes to DeFi is users have more security in immediate payment processing without the price volatility when it comes to traditional cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum. Now, stablecoins, they were put in place for those that want to purchase goods and also want to utilize a savings account without having to deal with the volatility of investing in the crypto market that could potentially decline their purchasing power. Now, I think that volatility is a great thing. The price of return is volatility, but when it comes to cryptocurrency, if you're a person that doesn't like to deal with as much volatility, there are alternatives when it comes to those stable coins, but you also have to keep in mind that the returns when it comes to a stable coin is not essentially going to be as high as if you're investing in cryptocurrency directly. But stablecoins provide great opportunities where it's more of a stable currency and you don't have to deal with much as volatility when it comes to some of these other cryptocurrencies. Now, also, it's vitally important for those that need access to money on a regular basis when it comes to stablecoins, or even in countries where they're experiencing hyperinflation or debasement of their currency. In places like Turkey, that country has lost 45% of its value with its lira currency, and also they are experiencing an inflation of 36.1% back in December of 2021. So that shows you a country that can utilize DeFi and stablecoins that can actually help them and have stability when it comes to having an alternative instead of using their currency that has been devaluing. And then also you have in Venezuela, they're dealing with hyperinflation where the government has continued to print money to cover expenses. And hyperinflation is essentially when the prices of goods and services just go up to just uncontrollable levels. And instead of the government tightening the economy and actually reducing inflation, or such as possibly raising interest rates, the government has continued to print money, and therefore their currency has completely collapsed. Venezuela, the Venezuelans are having such a hard time with being able to pay for medicine and different goods and services. and just the value of their currency is completely worthless. So you can see how a stable coin can really help countries such as the ones I've described, and being able to help people be able to maintain their purchasing power without not losing their value over time. Now, before I move further in this video, I wanted to be able to discuss the sponsors for this video. So this video has been sponsored by Ledger. Now, I only recommend products and services that I specifically use. I have a crypto hardware wallet, which is through Ledger. And the great thing about it is you own your private keys. When it comes to cryptocurrency, understanding the importance of decentralization is so vital. It gives you the ultimate control over your money, and you want to be able to have your private keys where it is stored offline, and you don't have to be exposed to any type of hacks on a public exchange, crypto exchange, because when you have it on a Coinbase, when you have it on major crypto exchanges, you have to worry about those different aspects of it being hacked. And it's a public key, so you don't own those keys. But when you have a hardware wallet, you own your private keys, and it gives you the ultimate security. It gives you the most privacy, and it's who I use. And they also have Ledger Live, which allows you to be able to stay up to date with moving your assets back and forth from your wallet to the exchange, and just storing it offline. And it's a lot of great resources. They have a lot of options online. I'll put my affiliate information in the show notes so you all can be able to take control of your crypto assets. And it helps support this show, and wanted to be able to share that information with you all. And also, this video is sponsored by Buzzsprout. That's who I use for my podcast. They make it so easy and feasible to get started. For anyone starting the year off right, wants to start a podcast, and thought about starting a podcast, definitely start with Buzzsprout. It's a great platform. They have a lot of resources. They have a Facebook community of podcasters, people that have been in the game for a long time. They have a YouTube channel, and they also have blogs where they're constantly giving you info on how to monetize a podcast, how to be able to come up with an intro and an outro for a podcast. So it's a lot of great information, and they make sure that you're stored on all the major directories such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google. So definitely I'll put that information in the show notes. And by signing up with Buzzsprout, you also get a $20 free Amazon gift card. So definitely don't hesitate. Hit those affiliate links in the show notes for Ledger and Buzzsprout and get started with those today. So as we move forward throughout this video, as you begin to start your journey when it comes to crypto, learning about DeFi, or advancing your knowledge when it comes to this, it's good to understand first what centralized finance is. Now, it refers to when decisions are made by a single party or a single location. So think of a bank. When you're going to make a transaction at a merchant such as a grocery store, the transaction has to go through a single entity, which is your bank. And then they have to approve or decline the transaction, and then they send it back to the merchant, and then that's when you're able to go ahead and buy the good or service. It has to go through a centralized authority to be able to solidify that transaction. Also, when you utilize the bank, you have to keep in mind when you're trying to take out a loan, it can often take days to get approved for a loan application. And also with the hours of operation, you can only go to a bank during Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. So that's the con when it comes to utilizing banks. And that's why a lot of people have developed an interest for DeFi, because with DeFi, it's 24 hours. You can essentially be a bank 24 hours, and you can utilize lending, staking, borrowing, liquidity pools, which I'll create further videos going more into details what exactly those things mean. But those are some of the benefits when it comes to DeFi. Whereas when you're using centralized finance, there's a centralized authority over money. Now with DeFi, the whole sole purpose of it is to reduce transaction times and increase access to financial services for people. So decentralized finance, they essentially are eliminating any intermediaries when it comes to transactions by allowing people, businesses to conduct financial transactions through innovative technology. And the result of this is peer-to-peer financial systems that utilize security protocols, connectivity, hardware and software applications and advancements. So anywhere in the world, any person that has an internet connection, they can utilize DeFi. That's the great thing about it. And you have all of these different aspects where you can essentially engage in any type of financial services that a bank would do. An individual like yourself can do the same thing. Now, also, this technology is really reducing, DeFi is eliminating the need for using centralized finance because it's enabling anyone anywhere in the world to be able to utilize technology that they can either do lending, they can do staking, they can do borrowing, and it's just a great alternative. And it's also opening the doors for people to have digital wallet control. When you think about MetaMask, that's one of the major digital wallets where you can use DeFi protocols, and also with the NFTs, that really allows people to be able to have control over a digital wallet. And DeFi is just offering options that really cater to individuals. Now, also with DeFi, you'll hear the total value locked when it comes to DeFi. Now, the total value lock is essentially the value of cryptocurrencies that have been deposited into decentralized finance protocols. And as of now of 2021, the total value, 2022 I should say, the total value locked with DeFi is $216 billion. It may be a little bit higher than that. Last time I checked, over the weekend, it was around that number. But that just shows you how much money, the overall value of the crypto assets of people that have been doing lending, have been doing staking, liquidity pools. All of those are the different elements that are being taken into account when it comes to the total value lock. So this definitely just shows you that people are showing the interest when it comes to decentralized finance, and they want to have control over money and having options when it comes to financial services. So that pretty much wraps it up for this video. Stay tuned for further videos. I will be talking more in depth on what staking is, what lending is, lending and borrowing, and also liquidity pools, because it's important to be able to position yourself and learn all of the different aspects so you can utilize these different options when it comes to your finances. So as always, continue to like, subscribe, and share this video. Share this video with your family and friend. It definitely helps. If you're listening on a podcast, please leave a review, subscribe to the channel, rate the channel. It definitely helps with just the algorithm. And if this video standed out to you, please leave a comment. It definitely helps, and it allows me to be able to see who the listeners and the viewers are, and how I can be able to broaden this reach when it comes to this channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified every week when I drop a video. And thank you all for watching, and take care.